ERLC is doomed, and it's your fault. Okay, well, maybe not your fault, but it's the community's fault. And here's why. ERLC is doomed, and 3 people are responsible for it. And by 3 people, I mean 3 groups of people, not specific persons. The community. The average ERLC player is responsible for the game's downfall because of the craziness that they cause. They constantly complain and riot when updates are around the corner. This makes the developers and mods split their focus from making the updates to controlling the community, which can lower quality updates. A good example of this was the 2023 summer updates. The summer updates couldn't be delivered on time, and the people weren't happy. It led to chaos and people complaining like crazy, which eventually led to a bad update just to give the people something. Since that, every big update has caused chaos in the community. The YouTubers. Yes, the YouTubers caused it. You heard me. A lot of big ERLC YouTubers like to have live streams on update day, except sometimes they don't know when update day is. So they just guess and the people believe them. They have the people believe that the update is going to come out on a certain day, but they're completely wrong. A good example of this was also in the summer of 2023 when OMB Gaming, and he's a good YouTuber, I don't mean to hate, but he predicted the update would be on a certain day and everybody believed him. He went live on that day and lots of people were excited for ERLC to be updated. Pretty much the whole community was on that day, but the update wasn't supposed to happen that day. The developers didn't plan for it to be that day, but they noticed pretty much the entire community was expecting it to be sometime that day, so they rushed the entire update just to get it out on that day and not cause chaos or uproar or anything like that. And there were so many bugs and glitches that were there in that update, which pretty much ruined the game's reputation for a while. The developers. Yeah, it's also the developers' fault. As I previously said, the developers rushed the 2023 Summer Update Part 1, and it was horrible. They obviously ruined their reputation with the community, but it got worse. Recently, ERLC has been removing realistic, real-life vehicles and replacing them with fictional cars. At first glance, this doesn't sound bad, but it's absolutely terrible. The fictional cars do not look good, they're smaller and way less detailed. Now before you say, oh, it's for blah blah blah, like copyright, I know that's why. But this does not at all look like this. They aren't realistic at all. They totally don't look good, and they ruin the game, as many people who play ERLC are here because of the many features and the amount of detail there is, or there was, now that they're removing a lot of the detail in the cars, and it's completely terrible. It's insane what's going on, all of the chaos that it's causing and all the problems that it's causing, and the entire community pretty much hates the remodels, and it's just, if it continues this way, then ERLC is doomed. So, is ERLC really gonna die? Are we really causing the game's downfall? No, not really. Well, kinda. If it does continue like this, then probably yeah, but the last update was the 2024 Summer Update Part 3, which was just a couple weeks ago, and It was great. It was probably one of the best updates since they first added the highway in Springfield. And so it does look like the situation is going to get better, but we don't know. So it could be doomed. If you did like this video, please consider subscribing.